who planned his murder made sure that they do kill him, but there are always eyes and ears around the area.
Mayiphefumula ke kuloko ke uma sithatha sicapuna enkulumeni noma ifakazeni bafakazi ke uvele mina ngoba uchazile noma wachaza phambi kwale nkantolo ukuthi inkosi uLuthuli lapha ekhayeni layo eGroutsville ibinendlela ebeyisebenzisa mihla ke la ukuthi ke mesuka lapha ekhaya uye esitolo usuka esitolo uya eMobeni kuyona into ayenza ke mihla manje ke uthi ke futhi ke kuloko ube bekiwe noma eqaphiwe ngaleso sikhathi ke eqaphe iwona ke amaphoyisa ke obandlululo noma ontamo olukhulu ngaleso sikhathi ukuthi ke uma ubheka kulesimo noma ngendlela okwenzeka khona lelanga leli lokukhothama noma lo ndlula kwakhe ngomhla ka 21 July kunyaka ka 1967 ukuthi ngabe akekho yini wabonayo noma nje uyaphendula ufakazi ukuthi cha la emhlabeni akukho okuba imfihlo ingaphakade yonke indawo noma ungawedwa kodwa khona amehlo zikhona indlebe esuke zilalele noma suke amehlo ebona leso sikhathi uyabona ka babulali bakhe noma loyo khona kodwa wabona ke la behlela ke la ukumsoconga ke noma ukwenza into abayenza ke ngaleli la.
We have seen through these documents, sir, that Luthuli was clearly an irritant to the then government. Irritating to the extent that one perhaps could say that he was as irritating as a mosquito in one's ear. If a mosquito buzzes in your ear and irritates you, what do you do under those circumstances?
Well, I believe that Chief Albert Luthuli had mastered the art of war against the system of apartheid. Like General Sun Tzu of China, he did that. And also, to answer your question directly, using the imagery of a mosquito, it does appear to me that the apartheid regime never understood what Confucius once said, that it is only when a mosquito lands in your testicles that you learn other ways of solving anger and violence.
Lama ngabe ngaphendula ke la kuloko kuveziwe ke ukuthi manje kubonakala ngokwembhalo noma incwadi evela eveza uhulumeni wobandlululo wangalesa sikhathi ubaba uLuthuli kubona wayesicefe noma wayeyiphele endlebeni noma mhlambe ngathi uyabona umaskito moloku bhangela umsindo ke lana ukhala ububula la kuwena ukuthi ngempela uma ubheka isimene sikanjalo uye umise kanjani na. Cha ngingakusho ke ngaphambi ukuthi ngiphendule kuloko ngizosho ngithi mina ubaba uLuthuli waba ingalabutho eyaba nobuhlakani bokwazi ukubahambela phambili laba ke uhulumeni wobandlululo njengomunye walapha uSanso waseChina ekwazeni ukubalwisa ngendlela yokubanqoba emzabalazweni. Yebo ke bona ababanga nabo ubuhlakani bokwazi ukubhekana nalesimo noma indlela bamchaza ngayo nalesicefa ayisona kubona ngokuthi phela manje bona basebenzise indlela eyayitshekile noma eyayiseceleni ukuthi ke akudluzwe.
And in your opinion, to get rid of that mosquito, which would have been Luthuli? How did they do it?
Well, as I said in your earlier question, they decided that Chief Luthuli must meet his Golgotha. That's why on the 25th of July 1967, they crucified him in Crowdville.
Ake njengoba bengiphendlile ke vele ekuqaleni ukuthi bona bayambona efanele ukuthi afakwe lapha emnqamlezweni seGolgotha ukuthi ke phela manje bamnqamleze ngaleli langa leli lomhla ka-25 uJuly kunyaka ka-1967.
Thank you, my lady. 21.
21.
Yes.
21
July.
ngomhla ka-21 angixolise 21 July 1967.
Thank you, my lady. I have no further questions for this witness.
My lady, I have no questions for the witness.
I have no questions, my lady. Thank you.
Mr. Radebe, thank you very much for the 2 days spent on the paper, and we are now extras.
Thank you. Thank you, my lady.
My lady, before we call the next witness, I just wanted to go back to yesterday. The witness had referred to certain letters which we had marked L3, L4, and L5. And I just wanted, for ease of reference for my lady, just to indicate the page numbers where those letters are reflected in volume D. Correct, my lady. So L1 is the extract, my lady, from the book Let My People Go, and L2 is the extract from Comrade and Commander. We don't have those as yet, my lady, but we will hand them in at a later stage. L3 was the letter dated 12 November 1962. It is on page 40 to 43, my lady.
L4 is the letter dated 12 November 1962. Which page is it?
Is it 22 November? I've got it as 22 November, my lady.
No, that's it.
Or is it? Okay, so L4 is on page 34. And then L5, which is the letter dated 26 October 1961, is on page 91.
You said you get the extra when you
The witness is still around, my lady, but we can make copies of the extracts during lunchtime, my lady.
please ask the Honorable Mr. Radebe to please leave the books for the time being.
As the court pleases, I will approach.
If you can just highlight the pages that has been ready from, so that we don't lose sight of the real information contained in those.
I will do so.
In the meantime, we have made copies of those letters, my lady, 12 November, 22 November, and 26 October. If I may hand them in to my lady just for ease of reference. Thank you, my lady. My lady, may I hand over to Advocate Duma?
As God pleases, my lady, at this stage, the state will hand over to Advocate Xolani Msimango, who is going to lead the evidence of the next witness.
Yes, are you ready?
As God pleases, my lady, I'm ready. My lady, the next witness is Mr. Tulani Tusi.
You said that the evidence about speaking to the truth, nothing but the truth. If so, can you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I do so help me God.
I do so.
So in my
Mr. Tracy, you must remember to raise your voice so that the people in the public area can also hear.
He says, "Thathile ukwazi ukuthi wachaza amagama akho uFulani Thusi."
Thank you, my lady. The witness will be referred to volume A from page 173 to 177, and for easy reference, my lady, I've made one copy for the court. And my lady. Mr. Tusi, you have a document in front of you, marked Exhibit A15. What is that document?
It's the affidavit statement.
Is it your statement? Did you write it yourself?
That's correct.
And at the last page, the signature appearing there is yours?
That's correct.
And you are satisfied with the content?
That's correct.
It was also commissioned at Gradville in your presence.
Fakazi uqiniseka isitatimende sakhe esiphambi kwakhe ukuthi yebo isakhe wazibhalela yena qinisekisa futhi
ability at the Luthuli Museum is to facilitate the educational activity, tours of the museum, and tours of the museum sites. These sites include the significant sites which are in Graveville, mainly Luthuli Museum, Chief Albert Luthuli Monument Sites at Graveville United Congregational Church of Southern Africa, Chief Albert Luthuli's grave, the non-label general dealer situated in Gledo area, the Chief Albert Luthuli Memorial Site at Umboti in the Itembeni area, and Chief Albert Luthuli statue which is in town center. These sites provide an insight on Chief Albert Luthuli's life. It includes the original 1927 home of Chief Albert Luthuli that is situated on 3233 Nobukanyan Street, Graveville, Waterloo. Today, the home is a national monument set in a lovely landscape garden. The grounds provide an ideal setting in which to absorb the history and achievements of a man who became the first African to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. The Luthuli Museum, Chief Albert Luthuli House, there's an image there. Site number 2 is the Memorial Boat. There's an image there. Site number 3 is a railway bridge, pillars at Umboti River. There's a picture there. And the other one is Graveville UCCSA Monument Site. There's a picture.
Ufakazi wethu uyichazile-ke ukuthi yena umfundisi noma umfundisa lapha-ke endaweni yokugcinwa kwamagugu ebizwa ngeLuthuli Museum. La okuyiyona-ke noma esingasho ukuthi indawo-ke la efundisa noma esakhuthaze kungaza ngempilo, ukuhlonishwa kwempilo yakhe ingalabutho nefa lakhe kukhonjiswa-ke la njengoba inkosi ubaba uLuthuli alwa noma azakalaza-ke lwela-ke belisana-ke nengcindezi noma nohulumeni-ke wobandlululo ekuhlonishweni kwamalungelo abantu, nanokuthi phela manje kungabi la izwe-ke noma-ke kube yizwe linokuthula ngalebe kwempi. Yena umsebenzi wakhe-ke la uthulane-ke lapha-ke kulesi sikhungo samagugu ukuthi mangabe kukhona ihambeli zizohambela lapha kule ndawo njengabantu abazofunda ukuthi yena-ke manje usiyabathatha babeke ngokwey'ndawo ezihlukahlukene-ke eziwela ngaphansi kwale ndawo yamagugu. La kusuke-ke sikhuluma ngendawo lapha-ke eGraveville, iLuthuli Museum, kube indawo-ke esontweni-ke, kube indawo futhi lapha-ke libeni layo inkosi, nalapha-ke esitolo inonhlemvu elapha eGlenwood, bese-ke kuzoba-ke indawo yesikhumbuzo elapha-ke eMvoti eThembeni, nalapha-ke kwaDukuza la ukhona khona-ke umfaniswano wakhiwe-ke la statue sakhe ubaba uLuthuli, indawo lapha-ke kwaDukuza edolobheni lakhona. Lezi ndawo lezi-ke ekukhulunywa-ke ngazo-ke la zimbandakanya umuzi wakhe lapha-ke owakhiwa noma ngo-1927 okuyikhaya lakhe ubaba uLuthuli lakhiwe noma lapha kanamba 3233 Lokhanya Luthuli Street kwalapha eGraveville endaweni yakaDukuza. Ukuthi-ke manje-ke sekuyenye lendawo yesikhumbuziso-ke la kube khona-ke indawo-ke la noma amasini, indawo nje etshala-ke kuzona kanjalo-ke futhi-ke laphana indawo ezumlando-ke noma eveza-ke la ayolungela akoneliswe ngalamkhulu akawuthola wokwakha-ke ukuthula. Lapho nekhaya lababa uLuthuli eliveziwe okuyiLuthuli Museum, umuzi wakhe obaba uLuthuli, kube khona-ke indawo elapha eMvoti yesikhumbuzo, kube khona futhi lapha eMvoti indawo yebhiliji noma ibhuloho lakaloliwe elisenazo iy'nsika ezilapha Umvoti River kuzoba khona ke nalapha ke eGroutsville lapha engabakhona ke kuyona maliso.
I again should understand Tusi, identity number 820102588544. Employee at Luthuli Museum, 3233 of Luthuli Street, Garville, in Pasadena. 1. I want to submit my affidavit statement that confirms that on the 6th of February 2023, I conducted a tour of Chief Albert Luthuli route to the officials from National Crime Scene Management Offices of the South African Police, NCSM. This tour was done to assist with the gathering evidence for the reopening of the inquest into the death of President-General Chief Albert Luthuli. 2. The tour included the following sites: Chief Luthuli Museum, the bus stop on R102, the route to President-General in Gledo area, the Gledo station, all railway bridge pillars, the memorial site and grave site at Gravely United Congregational Church of Southern Park, UCCSA.
Mina Thulani Stanley Thusi nombolo yami kamazisi u-801 025 ngiwumsebenzi lapha ke eKalthuni nolodla kwamabhuku ekunombolo 3233 nokhanya uMthuli igama lomgwaqo elapha eGroutsville kwaDubuza. Ngibhala le nkulumo yami ke efungele yokuqinisekisa ukuthi ngomhla ka-6 kuFebruwari unyaka ka-2023 ngahola uhambo elwalubhekise lapha-ke ngihola amaphoyisa-ke ithimba lamaphoyisa-ke la ahambe iy'ndawo zezigameko angaphansi kokulala emzansi okumayelana nendlela noma ukuhamba lapha kwababa uMthuli ngenhloso yokuthi babefuna ukuqoqa ubufakazi njengoba kuvulwa niyacala-ke icala lakhe kubaba-ke uLuthuli-ke. La-ke kulolu hambo-ke lolu-ke laluzobandakanya ukuthi asizohambela lapha endaweni egcina kwamabhuku eLuthuli, isitobhi sebhasi esiwu-R102, indlela elibhekise lapha esitolo sakaNonhlengu esisedelo nesestation-ke lapha eGledo, umvoti-ke umzila wesitimela omdala lapha-ke kuleliya bhulokho ney'nsika, indawo yesikhumbuzo, indawo-ke la khona-ke iliba lakhe ubaba lapha-ke eGroutsville esontweni lapha-ke i-UCC.
On the above mentioned date, I discovered an old railway bridge which is located in Gledo, in the area next to the Gledo sugar mill, about 800 meters away from the President-General. On the 31st May 2024, I conducted a walkabout tour of Chief Albert Luthuli route together with the warrant officer Brendan Barris and warrant officer Senate Mayor of NCSM. Also present were officials from the National Prosecution Authority. I was informed that warrant officer Brendan Barris is present to record a video for the reopening of the Luthuli inquest.
Ngalo-ke lelanga-ke engikhulume ngalo-ke ngathola-ke noma bese thola leli bloko noma-ke bloko-ke kaloliwe elidala elali lapha-ke eGledo ekukhwini indawo-ke lapha eGledo ngasesigayini sikamoba sebangeni lingangamamitha awu-800 uma usuka lapha esitolo sakaNonhlengu. Okwathi lapha ngomhla 31 kuMeyi unyaka 2024 ngabe-ke sengihamba-ke noma uhambo lwami ngihamba-ke sibheka lenyakazo noma sihamba lapha-ke ey'ndleleni zakhe ubaba uMthuli, ngihamba namaphoyisa-ke lapha uqhuzwana ubheke kanjalo-ke nomunye futhi uqhuzwana-ke abaphuma ophikweni lamaphoyisa ahambela noma abheka iy'ndawo zesehlakalo. Kanti sasingasodwa futhi nethimba labashoshesi-ke babekade-ke bekhona abaphuma ophikweni labashoshesi. Ngabe sendikelwa-ke la ukuthi iphoyisa uBegas nalo likhona ngenhloso ukuthi lizoqopha phecelezi sithatha ividiyo ngenhloso yokuvulwa udaba lukababa uLuthuli.
Tour started at the Luthuli Museum in Bhavik, moved to R102 Road, main road, leading to north to Patukuza, passing to drive towards the Gledo sugar mill using the sugar mill road from R102 Road.
Uhambo-ke laqala-ke lapha Luthuli endaweni yamagugu eGroutsville, sasuka-ke sabhekisa-ke kumgwaqo u-R102 kuyiwona mgwaqo omkhulu olubhekise inyakatho yalapha eStela noma kwaDumuza sidlula-ke iMvoti. Lapho-ke kwamvambo kokuqala esitobhini-ke saqhubeka sasawufika R102 kuyiwona mgwaqo omkhulu olubhekise ku-bus stop sebhasi emgwaqweni omkhulu. Emveni kokuchitha imizuzu-ke elishumi laphana esitobhini sebhasi saqhubeka-ke sesihamba-ke ngemoto sibhekise saye lapha-ke sashole demo nokuyilapho sasisebenzisa khona-ke umgwaqo lo walapha-ke washukela noma lakaya khona lokushukela sisuka umgwaqo u-102 u-R102.
After turning right en route to Notlebo General Dealer, I then stopped the vehicle and we walked to the old railway bridge next to the Gledo sugar mill. At this point, I was able to point out this old railway bridge, which is similar than that one of Umbo. The bridge spans 17 meters and is 4 meters wide. Horizontal supports are of 4 steel beams or girders with wooden sleepers. From the bridge, we moved straight to Notlebo General Dealer that was built in 1948 by the Bhavik Syndicate.
Emveni kokuthi sesijike-ke sathatha-ke isikudla sibhekise lapha-ke esitolo ngamisa-ke imoto sahamba-ke ngezinyawo sibhekise kuleliya bridge kalolwedale eduze neGlero isikali sashukela. Lapho-ke ilapho ngabe sengikwazi ukuthi ngikhombe ibridge leli ledala laka-railway elithi-ke noma-ke lalincane noma-ke elifana ngokusho kwafakazi naleli laseMvoti Emfuleni noma laseMvoti Emfuleni. Nokuthi-ke lapha-ke lapha-ke ebridge lelo noma kulelo blokho ubude bakhona nobufuphi bakhona-ke la kuwa ngamamitha ayishumi nesikhombisa kuya kumele wakhona kuwamamitha-ke amane. Kanti-ke futhi-ke leli-ke liphambene-ke ngokwey'nsimbi zakhona lezi-ke okuyizona ezimisile noma iy'nsika-ke lezi kodwa-ke okuyinsika-ke zokhulu ezazikhona ziyatebezela. Sasuka lapho-ke kulelo blokho saqonda lapha esitolo sakaNoqevu. Lesitolo-ke sakhiwa-ke ngonyaka ka-1948. Sakhiwa-ke lapha endaweni yaseGoldville bakhibasi noma abasilinganile.
After Notlebo General Dealer, we walked from the shop straight to Umboti River, passing the Gledo station until we reached Umboti River. This is where I pointed out the railway remaining concrete pillars of the old bridge.
Emveni kokuba ke silapha esitolo sakaNdlovu sahamba ke sisuka ke lapha esitolo saqonda sibhekise lapha emfuleni uMvoti sindlula ke eGlenwood Station sasawufika lapha ke emfuleni waseMvoti ilapha engafike ngakhomba khona ke la izinsalela ke zalapha ke zalo umgwaqo noma isitibela umgwaqo wesitimela ke la izinsalela zakhona zayela bridge eyidala ezasasenhle.
I am familiar with and understand the content of this declaration, and I have no objection to take the decided oath and consider the decided oath as non-binding on my conscience. Image 1.
Sorry, Mr. Ngabo, can you tilt the images so that we have a better also website?
Yes.
The images goes to image 1, image 2, image 3.
My lady, these are referring to testimony. I mean, are not referring to these photos in this particular statement.
So why
We
then do?
you are still going to seek clarity, and then the witness will refer to those that are on the slide.
The point is to show them to me.
But maybe if court allows, I can be able to present the images of the site. If it's allowed.
From this point.
Yes.
Okay. That would be helpful.
Can the witness do your worship? My lady, my apology, my lady.
I think, Mr. Tusi, you can stay there. Mr. Bella will simply interpret. You doesn't see the images.
Yes, but I think you must move to where there is
The prosecutors might have.
where there's a mic.
Is there another mic for you?
I've got I'm yes.
Yes, Mr. Bisima?
Can you go to image reflected on page 175 of
Okay.
volume
Yeah, I will. But, my lady, as I was mentioning to my statement, this is the site. This is the Luthuli Museum. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Bella.
Njengoba bechazile ke la isithombe esilesiwe lapha iyona ke iLuthuli Museum okuyindawo ke amagugu alapha kaLuthuli.
And the second one, this is the home, the original home of Chief Albert Luthuli, built in 1927. which is in town, in Guatemala. So this is a life-size paper. It's in the corner of Chief Albert Luthuli Street and King Charan Luthuli Street. This statue is in the center of town in Guatemala. So most visitors, they are able to go and visit or to see the life-size statue of Chief Albert Luthuli.
Umbaleliso veziwele lapho uveze isiqu sakhe noma ukubanjwa kwakhe. Sikhona silapha-ke phakathi nalo idolobha lalapha-ke kwaDukuza. Kuyikhona lasekuthuli ne-King Shaka ngokumgwaqo, kodwa isona siqu sakhe esenziwe abantu bakwazi ukuthi basibonele lapha edolobheni.
The image that you see is sugar cane. I was also explaining that from R102 at the last bus stop before Stenda, I was able to point the site where was in Kevu General Dealer. So what I also presented to the team that I was also taking to them, they were able to see the sugar cane. So this is one of the sugar cane fields in that area in Toledo, far to the end. That's where there is now a sugar mill, Toledo sugar. So opposite direction of that, that's where you find Toledo. Toledo General Dealer, Chief Albert Luthuli.
Lapha-ke kusengobe noma ingxenye yemuva elapha ayikhombuleke elapha-ke emgwaqeni. Isitofothinake lesi ngaphambi kokuthi-ke uyophumela lapha-ke kaDukuza, ngoba kuthukela kunesinye futhi izimoba ezibhekene nalapha khona iyawugaya kuyomuva nalapha-ke manje masibhekene nesitolo lesi inkeshi khona abadinga.
My lady, I explained that I was fortunate to find this site, which is an old bridge. I'll refer as an old bridge because when I went there, started to see this bridge, I had to compare with the image of the bridge that speak about the death of Chief Albert Luthuli. So this is a bridge which is in Glado, at the Queen area. You can go back to the bridge. My lady, this is the old bridge. So this bridge I presented to the task team that I was taking them through to them. When we arrived here, they were able to see this bridge as similar to the one of 1967, which relates to Chief Albert Luthuli, where the accident happened in 1967. So the team, they were able to take pictures, they were able to do an assignment, they were able to do measurements, and they were able to come up with their own narrative of what could be a story around this bridge. And I was able to present the old bridge of Umbozi compared to this one. So I was also trying to show the team that we also have this bridge, which I believe it is similar to this bridge of 1967. So it is an old bridge. When we first arrived, it was in a bad condition. But last year when we visited again, this bridge was painted into what we see now. I don't know why, but this bridge looks like new today. But this is, my lady, this is the bridge of the similar to the one that we see in 1967. So then, what I also recognize that day is because this is a single track. It also has a pedestrian sideway, which is on the one side on the left. And then it also has the wood tracks. I think, I don't know how can I call it, but it also has those wood.
My lady, they call it shippers.
They call it
Slippers. Slippers, my lady.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct, my lady.
And what was different from this bridge, my lady, it's not long. So it is about, I'll say 40 meters. Yeah. But at the bottom there's a river that's crossing the River towards the railway station. So the team, they were able to take pictures and to make record of this bridge before we proceeded to the railway station.
So,
kodwa uma ibheke iqhathanisa naleli bridge noma nalapho endakhona esigameko lesama 1967 wafana-ke ngamashile le-bridge izeke manje selivuseleliwe-ke libukeka lilisha ukuthi-ke kodwa nayo ifana ngokubona kwakhe ukuthi ithimba lelayihamba nalo-ke lakwazi ukwenza umsebenzi walo-ke baqopha okuthize benza umsebenzi kodwa impela elibheka yebo umehluko leli bridge-ke lona kancane kunaleli ngoba phela manje la kuhamba khona-ke bese kuba eceleni indawo la akuhanjwa khona ngezinyawo uhlangothini olulodwa kube khona-ke lezinto-ke ezinsika kodwa-ke ezakhiweyo ezincane nokhulu masithi
so maybe before you go on the picture of the bridge, this bridge appears on image number 2
Yes.
of your statement.
Yes, that's correct.
My lady, it is in black and white on exhibit N. I just want it to be confirmed because it might look different, but it's just one and the same picture.
That's correct, ma'am. Lady, this is an old way from Montego when you want to reach Cledo station. So I believe this is the road, or this is the road many people they were using from Montego when they want to go to Cledo station, not just presenting or to you so that you can able to see.
indlela leyasetshenziswa noma abantu babesuka lapha esitolo banote ukuya estation.
And this is a Cledo station today. Unfortunately, when we visited this the Cledo station, the condition of the buildings are in this state. But we were able to take images and they were able to see what the buildings of that are. So, but I was able to point the direction of Chief Albert Luthuli from Bledo, from Montevo, General Dealer to Umvoti. So this is Bledo station because the history says Chief Luthuli after Montevo, General Dealer, he went past Bledo station. So here I'm just pointing to show this is the image of the Bledo station.
Ube sisithombe salapha se-Glebe Station ngoba ngokomlando udoba ngakhombisa-ke la amaphoyisa la ingenxa yomlando ukhona ukuthi lesikhathi inkosi isuka lapha esitolo kaMehlelo iyahamba yadlula ngakhona la kule station i-Glebe Station.
My lady, this is the image of the main concrete pillars of the original bridge of 1967. So here I was able to show them what is in that site. So these were the pillars of the Umvoti bridge, which was used by the goods train or train to cross the river. So when we arrived there, so I was able to point the main concrete pillars, which relates to the site of the bridge where Chief Albert Luthuli met the accident in 1967.
Lapha ke sonto sibiziwe ke lapha ke yona le bridge okubikwe kulona ukuthi ilapho yenza khona isigane ngale noma inkosi ya isihlangano noma isihlangano sikaNonkombeni. Kona ke sikwazi ukuthi lapha ngikwazi bakhombisa nje izinsalela zalapha zangokwela umzila lukaloliwe okhonkrete laba basela phana insike ezazilaphana ngoba phela isimo sakhona ke somdala yibona ke ngabakhombisa kona ukuthi la lokubika ukuthi wadibana khona le nengozi khona inkosi nje.
You can see, my lady, the water flow there. This is Umvoti River. So the bridge that you see far right there is a new bridge today. So it's also a railway bridge opposite to the concrete remaining of the bridge at the monument site of Chief Albert Luthuli. But I was able to show them the distance and the sizes of the bridge compared to this new and old bridge of Umvoti.
Isithombe esivezwe manje sikhuluma siveze umkhulu umvoti kodwa phinde vele lapha nasesikhundleni iblokho ke iblokho leselilishake engakwazi ukukhombisa yona-ke aliqhathanise ngoba phela nalapha eceleni lapha leli blokho-ke eyidala selinsalela zakhona ukwazi ukuthi baliqhathanise naleyo.
Already you can see the size of these concrete pillars. So it is about 9 meter high by 8 meter wide. So this is also when visitors visit the site are able to see the remaining pillars of the bridge in that area. The next image the next image also it was a single railway track crossing the Umvoti River. So if you look at also later on this bridge, it also had a single pedestrian pathway I think it was also used by people when they needed to cross the river from that side of the main area to the other side. So after we compare the image of that bridge that we saw earlier, looking at this one, so there were those comparisons to say it could be bridges were built on a similar times, or it's similar to this one of Chief Albert Luthuli in 1967.
Kunesithombe esinaso lapha esiveze umzila ngalolu la kuhamba khona ngaba yingozi noma ngaba sinesitimela kodwa esisodwa la eceleni kukhona indlela okuhamba khona ngenyawo njengoba lisasamba siyokweqa umpola-ke laphana. La masibheka ngokwalesithombe nalila lokho engangade ngilibonile ngakhombisa-ke kulona uyabona umqhathanisa ukuthi hayi ukuthi masifane lamabuloko noma leyo mzila okusho ukuthi yenze mhlawumbe zakhona safana noma ngekhathi lezi esibonwa zithi masifane futhi naleliya lokho-ke elibandakanye-ke inkosi uLuthuli.
The photo, this photo, Mr. Tusu, is one that is on your statement, image number 3. Thank you, proceed.
In our collection already, we also have another picture on the same bridge, but in this image you can see the locomotive train when it was passing the river there. So this is the image which was taken probably on 21st of July 1967. So I think the gentleman there is demonstrating to how people should do when the train approach. When you meet the train at the bridge, what other ways or means you can use for your safety so that the train can be able to pass. So I think this is also an image that demonstrates what could happen when the train passed the bridge. So this is the image in 1967.
So are you saying that this image, the 1967 image,
according to how it's recorded into our collection, yes, it was taken in 1967.
Kula isithombe esiveze lapha esibheka ibela khona umuntu khona acabangelayo ukuthi mhlawumbe wayekhombisa ukutshela ukufundisa ukuthi mhlawumbe noma ulapha-ke eblokweni ukuthi nasitimela mhlawumbe yiziphi izinto ongazenza undula uhamba kanjani kona-ke ngokwemininingwane yabo abanayo bese ukuthi lesithombe sathathwa ngonyaka ka-1967.
And the last photo, this photo is appearing on your statement and is the last photo in your statement.
That's correct, man.
Can you proceed?
On the other side of the monument site, yeah, you can able to see the remaining pillars. So on this side of the photo, that's where we have the monument site, which was declared as a monument site. But when people stand on top there, they are able to see the size of the bridge. They are able to see the pillars, the concrete pillars of the bridge. But when we up there, we are able to point where it could be the accident happened, because where the site is situated, it's not exactly where it reflects that Chief Albert Luthuli, where he was involved in the train accident. So the image that you see now, this is exactly the site where it also tells us the whole history and the story about the accident of Chief Albert Luthuli in 1967.
La lesithulo esibiziwe yindawo ekwazi ukuthi ngabe uyachaza-ke kabanzi-ke ngayo yonke into lapha-ke eyenzeka inkosi uLuthuli ngonyaka ka-1967. Yebo, la kunale mfanelo ezikhona ngoba uma umekhona ukwazi ukubona ubanzi-ke nokude-ke balokho nalapho khona khona nendawo zesikhumbuzo hayi ngoba mhlawumbe lapho indawo okuyiyona okubikwa noma ukuthi bekwenzeka khona lo sigameko lesi ishayiswa isitimela ngoba lo mina manje ngichaza.
And that's the end of the slide.
Scott, this is my lady. I would like to refer to, but my lady is just 2 minutes to 1. I'm not sure if I can.
I was waiting for the witness to go back to the phone. You suggest that we wait for lunch.
That's correct, my lady.
Thank you. Mr. Trusi, we will take lunch at the end. We will resume at 2:15. We will speak, as I understand from Mr. Sinan, to take the witness. But for now, let us wait for lunch. Thank you.
All right.